Hello gardeners, Lindsay here with the Mindful Living Movement. Today I'm going to share with you how you get much bigger jade cuttings going through propagation. So not just propagating from a leaf, but actually propagating from a cutting from an existing plant. So maybe you already have a plant going, maybe you have a friend that has a plant that needs a little bit of trimming. This is a fantastic way. These plants are fairly new. They did not start out their life this size in these pots. They are actually from one of my mother plants. So let me show you that one. So this is my mother jade plant. This is the very first jade plant that I ever had. It started out pretty tiny. Now it comes kind of from the days when I didn't really know how to take care of jade. They're a tougher plant to water or to find their groove with watering, and so every little bit of growth that it had, I just let it do whatever it wanted to. Fast forward several years, there was a lot of weird growth sticking off it in places, a lot of weird curved skinny things that just looked terrible. So I decided to sort of redirect its growth upwards and give it a little bit of a nicer shape because most plants benefit from that. This one definitely has. You can see there are little new kind of shoots and things like that starting to come off it, and it's starting to fill itself out a little bit more so in the middle, which is really exciting. So this is where all of my original cuttings came from, and if you have a plant that's existing doing some weird things, don't be afraid to chop some pieces off it to give it a little bit more shape and a little bit more redirection. You can water propagate the cuttings just as easily, if not more easily, than the leaves themselves, and it just gives you so much more of a head start in getting your new plants growing. So I'll show you what the cuttings look like after they had put out some roots. You water propagate them in the same way you would basically any other plant. Just stick the cuttings in a jar of water, change out the water as often as you can think of it, because more oxygen in the water from fresh water speeds up the root growth. So just keep going. It's not the fastest plant to put out roots in the same sense if you're comfortable with like a pothos or coleus or something like that. Those guys put out roots really quickly. Jade is like a teeny bit on the slower side, but be patient. You will definitely see it start to happen. And once you reach sort of that at least an inch of roots, they'll be ready to go and you can pot them up, and I'll show you how I have potted up the cuttings that I took off of this big beautiful plant.
Quick pause. I want to invite you to something special that's coming up. I am guessing that you are watching this video because you're interested in filling your life and your house with more plants. Now I'm curious, maybe you are also interested in having those plants be something that you can eat. If that is the case, head to the link in the description and join the waitlist for my indoor growing course that's going to be launching very soon, where you'll get to learn to fill your house with not just plants, but things that actually can feed you too. So if that sounds interesting, I can't wait to join you in the fall once it officially kicks off, and I will let you get back to your regular scheduled programming.
Thank you so much for sticking around to the end of the video where you saw me propagate up these plants here that were cuttings from my big mother plant. And as you can see, they're doing really quite well. They filled out, they've put out a lot of new leaves, they're growing up straight-ish. This one kind of started out weird just from how it cut off the other plant, but it has loads of new growth on it, which is really exciting. And yeah, if you like this video and the information and everything that I shared, it would help me out immensely if you could hit the like button and even subscribe so you can follow along with my plant growing journey and get all sorts of new tips and tricks on house plant and garden growing. The algorithms do respond to the like and subscribe, and even leave a comment and let me know what you think of the video so that others like you who are learning to propagate and grow more plants can also reach the videos. Have an amazing rest of the day, gardeners, and we will see you soon.